Hi guys, welcome to Taste and Flavors. Today I have for you a very easy and quick, delicious main course recipe called the Malai Kofta. The star of the recipe is the fact that it has got no malai. Interested in watching and to know how to make this amazing and flavoursome main course recipe? Then please keep on watching the video. Also make sure that you check the description box for the exact measurements and ingredients. Let's get started. The first step is to prepare the kofta. So there are two things that I'm going to use. One would be paneer and the second one would be potato. So let's just quickly make the paneer filling, for which I've grated some paneer, added some salt, red chilli powder, a bit of chopped green chilies and a very tiny bit of grated ginger. I'm going to mix this really well and keep it aside. Next, in a bowl I've taken some grated potatoes. These are boiled potatoes. To this I've added in some salt for seasoning, just a bit of ginger and just a bit of a corn flour powder, very tiny amount of it. The exact measurements would be listed in the description box below. Mix it and keep it aside. Now what I'll do is I'm going to create the center of the kofta with paneer. So for this I'm taking very small portions of paneer. In the center I am placing in a raisin and just sort of making a nice ball out of it. You don't have to be too equal in this, just too round, make random balls. Now the potato filling that we prepared earlier, I'm going to take a larger section of that. Now what we need to do is we need to place in the paneer filling in the center. So with your hands and fingers, just make sure that you flatten it out a bit. In the center, add paneer, press it and make a nice bowl out of the potato and sort of cover it all around. If you need some extra potato to fill in, you can do that and give it a nice oval shape. It might take you just like a kofta or two and then you'll get your hands on this. Once you see that the kofta is ready, just sort of dust it in a bit of corn flour. Now what this does is sort of helps to seal it. Two, it helps to get a nice crispy coating. Now I've taken some oil here and heated it up a bit. Now I have sort of freezed the koftas for about 10 to 15 minutes before I went ahead to fry it. It is important that you do this. This helps to avoid the koftas from breaking. Now you don't really have to touch it immediately. Let it change its color from one side, just the way I'm putting oil on the koftas. Do that and just stir it occasionally to ensure even frying. And once you see that is a nice golden brown color on medium heat, take it out on a paper towel. Similarly, I'll go ahead and complete all the koftas here. Now once the koftas are ready, I'm going to move on to the second step, which is the preparation of the gravy. For this, in a pan I'm going to put in some oil. Now cardamom powder is sort of an essential ingredient to this. I was not having cardamom powder that day, so I did not add it, but make sure you add in a bit of cardamom powder as well. Now in the oil I've added in some fennel seeds, some grated ginger and some sliced onions. Again, the exact measurements would be in the description box below. Once the onions catch a nice golden brown color, I'm going to add in a bit of red chilli powder, salt and coriander powder to this and let it cook for a while. Now what happens is once you cook it for 30-40 seconds in the hot oil, it really helps to bring out a very nice color to the gravy. Make sure that you do not burn the spices. I've added in some diced tomatoes and deglazed the pan with a bit of water. I'm going to cover it with a lid and let it cook for at least sort of 12 to 15 minutes or until you see that the tomatoes have become nice and mushy, and you're going to cook this on sort of a medium to high heat until you see that the oil separates from the curry. Once you achieve this, you need to let it cool down completely, turn off the heat and then transfer it to a blender. Get on the lid and blend it until you get a nice smooth gravy. Now in the pan I've added in just about a dollop of butter. I'm gonna melt it, and to this I'll be adding in the prepared gravy. I'm gonna rinse the blender a bit with some water and add that to the pan as well. I'm gonna mix this all really well together. At this stage you can check for the salt. I felt I need a bit more of salt, I've added that. I've added in a bit of fine sugar to get this a little bit of sweetness, and some garam masala powder. At this stage you can also add in the cardamom powder. Now I'm going to add in some kasuri methi and mix this all really well together. Do not add the koftas to the gravy. Pour in some gravy just the way I'll show you right now, only when you are ready to serve. So here comes the final step, which is assembling. I've placed the koftas in a nice serving dish. To this I will be drizzling the curry that we have prepared. Now you know the best part about this Malai Kofta is that it has no malai. So you know it really helps you to control the carb and the fat quantity of what you have and consume. So with absolutely no malai, trust me you guys, the koftas are so delicious. They are perfectly cooked with the flavoursome gravy. It tastes amazing. You can accompany these with some hot chapatis, rotis, or even naan, or even boiled rice. I hope that you like this recipe today and that you will give it a try. Do let me know what you think about it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and share it with your family and friends. I'll see you in my next one. Till then, you all take care. Bye bye.